If you've ever felt like your brain is both your greatest superpower and your heaviest prison, you are not crazy. You're simply more intelligent and more sensitive than you realize. And psychology quietly confirms that this kind of mind comes with a price most people never see. So let's say this clearly. You are not weak, not dramatic, not too much. You're just wired to think, feel, and see deeper than the world is built for. Your brain is a 24/7 engine that doesn't know how to idle. You don't just think, you overthink, dissect, replay, simulate, rehearse, and reconstruct every conversation, every decision, every possible future until your inner world feels louder than reality itself. And psychologists call this analysis paralysis, when your own intelligence traps you inside endless possibilities, making action feel dangerous and silence feel impossible. You crave depth so badly that small talk feels painful. While others can happily orbit around gossip, weather, and routine, you're starving for meaning, ideas, philosophy, conversations that actually wake up your soul. So you either fake interest to fit in or quietly withdraw, choosing loneliness over pretending. You see patterns others miss, lies hiding behind smiles, tension in a room no one else feels, outcomes forming before anyone else notices the starting line. And while that sounds like a gift, it's exhausting to carry, because you can't unsee dishonesty or manipulation once you've seen it, and you get stuck watching people walk into predictable disasters you saw coming 10 steps ago, unable to warn them without sounding paranoid. On top of that, you live under the weight of impossible expectations, both from others and from yourself. The world expects you to always be the smart one, the capable one, the one who has answers, and the second you make a mistake, people look at you like your whole identity was a lie, feeding the monster psychologists call imposter syndrome, the feeling that you're one failure away from being exposed as a fraud. Boredom is your kryptonite. Routine, shallow tasks, repetitive jobs feel like a slow spiritual death, not because you're lazy, but because your brain needs challenge, complexity, and novelty to stay awake. So when life becomes predictable, your mind shuts down, procrastinates, or creates chaos just to feel something, and the world mislabels that as lack of discipline when it's really lack of stimulation. Perfectionism stalks you quietly in the background. Nothing you do ever feels enough. Every project could be better. Every win feels incomplete. So you keep raising the bar until even your successes taste like failure. And what started as a drive for excellence becomes self-destruction, where your own standards burn you out from the inside. You question everything: authority, tradition, norms, beliefs, rules, even your own thoughts, because your mind isn't satisfied with "that's just how it is." And that makes you disruptive in a world that rewards compliance. So people call you difficult or arrogant when in reality you're just searching for something true, something that holds up when pushed. But the most painful part, you don't just think deeply, you feel deeply. High intelligence often comes wrapped in high empathy, which means you don't just notice people's pain, you absorb it. You walk into a room and feel the anxiety, sadness, or anger hanging in the air. You scroll the news and carry the weight of strangers' suffering in your chest. And psychologists call this emotional contagion. Your nervous system is constantly mirroring the world's emotional storms, leaving your mind brilliant but exhausted. Intelligence doesn't make life easier. It makes you painfully aware of just how complicated, unfair, and fragile it really is. But here's what I need you to hear. Your mind isn't a curse. It's a rare, powerful tool that has never been taught how to live in a loud, shallow, distracted world. You are not broken. You are not failing. You are simply running a deeper operating system than most people. And without self-compassion, that system turns against you. So if even one of these struggles felt uncomfortably personal, know this: you are not alone, and there is nothing wrong with you for thinking, feeling, and seeing more than others. Be kind to that brilliant, overworked brain of yours. It has carried you through every storm so far. And if you want to understand your mind instead of fighting it, subscribe to the Knownsense. Because here we don't just admire intelligence, we learn how to live with it.